What's up, folks? Omar Jose, the real. Something that just remember. I just dawned on me. I always remembering, right? And this is not to talk bad about anybody's beliefs or traditions or whatever. And something happened this Sabbath, right? I'm sure I didn't share it. Hopefully I can keep it worth sharing with y'all guys. And I don't want to try to offend anybody either, right? But on the Sabbath, I go to the Moorish Science Temple because the people asked me to come back. I wasn't being egotistic or anything. The people asked me to go back, so I go back. Guys at the door, he tells me that I can't come in because the teacher said I couldn't come in. But the teacher is blind, literally. He's literally blind. And I don't see them doing like what other temples are doing. So we're trying to bring the spice of other temples to this temple, you know. But here, I noticed there wasn't any pamphlets on house rules or what you have to do when you get your nationality card, that you have to fast, you have to sit down, you have to, obviously, I'm just saying to be sarcastic. You have to do this, you have to do that, before you can speak, before you can do this, before you can wash your hands, before you can eat, some type of small format to prepare the newcomer or the ones who had always been there but went back out and forgot. And so the brother told me that I need to call the teacher. And so I called the teacher. Well, I've been calling the teacher. I've been calling him. And the number don't work. Cool. I'm like, okay, Lord, I must not be meant to associate with that. Because I'm coming to the realization, I'm isolated. I'm tired of isolating myself. So I'm gonna go out and water around with the rest of the folks. Depending on who accept me as a person. Sit with them and and just enjoy the moments. And then until my time is called up, because everybody has their time in turn. And so that's what made me go to the temple. And so that was a rejection. And once again, I went to the temple because the people asked me to come back. And so the teacher said no, so I guess he's greater than the people and he can see things literally. Whatever the case may be, it didn't work. So I go to the starting part was I go to the Black Israelites temple. And excuse me, America, I had to where my tissue at? Woo! That was nasty, my phone. Put that in the garbage. But anyway, he tells me after a certain conversation, because I meet this one guy. He got on all black, and we having a nice conversation about universal language, like the word black and the word white. Universally, one means without light, and one means without color. It's a major difference. And so I was just wondering, just for the spice of dialogue. And I said, why would it be holy or unholy to say Black Israelite, knowing that black universally means with no light? And so for me to say that I'm a Hebrew Israelite and I'm black, that means I have no light as a Hebrew Israelite. So I'm just as dead as an Afro-American or African-American, blah, 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 blah. And, he was like, yeah, da-da-da, blah, 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 and this means da-da-da. I'm like, all right, blah, blah, blah. So a dude comes out, big brother too, right? And I'm like, oh, snap. I checks out his posture, see his, body language. No harm, no foul. Boom. And so he jumps in the conversation, talking about Kadar. And so I said, and then he came on his mouth, the dude, not the dude that wore the black outfit, the outfit with no light. But the big dude came out with a white outfit with gold around it, meaning an outfit with no color, with a gold thing around his thing. You know what I mean? See how the most, and that's the truth. One came out with a black outfit, one came out with a white outfit. One without color, one without light. Duh. So anyway, so when he said Kedar, he said, well, because he said, well, Solomon said he was black. I said, I never read that. He said Kedar. But in his own Arabic language or Hebrew language, he said Kedar means brown tone, or brown skin. Sounds a whole lot different than black skin, because brown is not a colorless item or a lightless item. It's earthly, you know what I mean? So that confirmed the black Israelite thing. But what was it even more? So he asked me who was I taught under. I said nobody taught me. I'm self-taught and guided by the Most High in my experiences, and the elders of the world, and elder women of the world too. Yeah, I learned from local women too, young and old. And a lot of things that I studied came to pass, and a lot of visions. He was like, yeah. He said, you ever heard the holy disciple? And I'm thinking, nowhere in scripture have I read, and I got a book that says prophets, right? And so none of these books say anything about anybody being holy, except for the Spirit of the Most High. You know, because all flesh is sin. So how can any flesh be holy? You know. You know. And so the disciple, and so dude told me what the disciple. I said, well, I got a scroll and you know new name. And so you know, I can't testify to that unless, you know, the guy can come and let us have a sit down and talk about each other's works, you know, that we may work together. That's what I was there for, to work with, you know, work with the folk. Like I said, you know, that's why I went to the temple. And dude tell me I need to. He said I need to be retaught, and I'm like, wow. The Most High gave me this name, Hosea, written on the wall in the scroll, and this human being tells me I need to be taught, so retaught. I was flabbergasted, America, Israel. I was flabbergasted. I was like, wow. And then he tells me I can never be in his, I can never come near and be a part because I have to be retaught by this holy disciple. And I'm like, man. Revelation tell us about false teachers and prophets and people who are mislead the righteous. And then, damn, one more thing. Now I'll go to this meeting, and I'm sharing about the unity of the circle and the square, right? Because the Trent Pyramid is the center of fire. The circle is what brings things together, right? Is one. And so when we put them together, you see the center of fire, circle, and then there's one. But dude, this one guy, older guy, telling me about his church, and they about to build a hotel, and they about to do this and that. And I said, bruh, I'm like, wow. But who is it ran by? What's y'all nationality, you know? And he said, well, that's not important. And I'm like, man. And I brought up Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, and the movement. They, you know, they want to hear that. And so this guy tells me, another person, I couldn't join their little move, you know, little get together to help build the community, because I need to be like them. And so I'm looking at the Moor Science Temple, the Black Israelites, and drug and alcohol program, and representatives of these so-called black or African American churches rejected our messages coming as one community, as many legs and many arms, or as many tentacles, but one body. And they don't want to come together. They want to boast about whose house is more holy. And I'm looking at 5 churches on one block, you know. Well, and everybody's house want to be holy. Here's something she don't would have thought with you guys, man. Be careful and don't be tricked, because there's a lot of wolves in sheep's clothing. And the scriptures say, man, you know, people will mislead you, and even the saints will be misled. Even the most prayerful will be misled in these last days and times. You know, deception is running rampant. You know, fiat money is being printed, you know, by the billions. And you know, protect what you get, what you're listening to. Even from me, you know, protect your mind, protect your ears, because them zombies is out there. Till next time, what was there? Almost saying peace. Keep it tight. Yeah.